go. Let's go. What's up, Colts Nation? Welcome to episode 6, September 28th of the Tossin' Horseshoes. You got me, Van Kemp, joined by the cousin Hayden, and we got some things to dive into, man. Big week for the Colts, as we know, against the Chiefs. I can't get over it, man. That was a big win for the Colts, man. Kind of came down to it at the end, obviously. I loved seeing Matt Ryan take up some time in that last drive, showing some, bit of a light on the offense, man. And, it was a nail biter, but, we were texting during the game and, came out on top. 2017. Let's go.
I mean, we won. Can't complain, right? Yeah. Nothing too bad. The defensive line finally had pressure. They didn't get to Mahomes a lot, like I thought they would.
Mm-hmm.
But they pressured him, and he's usually good scrambling. He has that Aaron Rodgers ability where he's very good on the run. But his receiving core, there is no Tyreek Hill now. And that was I think this is the first week we've seen them kind of miss that presence, right? Juju Smith-Schuster. By the way, shout out Stephen Gilmore.
Yeah.
Huge. I think the fourth quarter, last 2 drives alone, he deflected 2 passes that could have been first downs.
Hey, knocking down Travis Kelce on that third and, they were backed up on their own.
Travis Kelce missing that catch, which is an anomaly, was a massive help.
Massive help.
Missed field goal on their part.
They fired. Hey, pulled a hot rod, fired his ass.
I didn't know that, did they?
Yeah, they I guess released him. I mean, it was a big game. I would say defense, they shed some light, man. Gus Bradley got him right. That the amount of pressure from, Yannick. D-Buck being back was a huge piece. I mean, his presence was known. But I think we had Pat Mahomes frazzled a little bit with the defense.
58 was a dog. I can't pronounce his name. Kuye or whatever.
Yannick.
No. That's 91. I'm talking about 58, the linebacker.
Kirk.
Thank you. Yeah, Kirk. Yeah. He was, again, in the middle of the field. That's hard to stick with Travis Kelce. Very hard.
Very hard. Defense, they showed out.
Defense won us that football game.
Yeah, it was definitely a defensive effort to win this game, bring it over the line. But, it was impressive to see the amount from when we went to, Jacksonville to here we are beating, one of the top teams in the league. It was phenomenal. I was excited. Obviously wish the offense in the beginning half of the game would have done a little bit more. But that defense showed out, dude. Big time.
Yeah, and that's where we can't – that's the hole we can't allow ourselves to be in, right? I'm still not impressed with 71. Offensive line wasn't good at all. And that seems to be a pattern. And I will say, if we don't figure that out come playoff time, we might – because Jonathan Taylor has been our rock. Now, I like the 21 carries as opposed to the 9 last week, right? 9 carries, 54 yards. But now he has triple the carries almost. And he has 16, 17 more yards.
Yeah.
That's not a good ratio at all. So that offensive line needs some work. Now, Matt Ryan, if you're going to get hit.
Fumbling twice.
Hang on to the football, dude.
Yeah. Pull up Peyton Manning. If they touch you with one finger, just go down. Just go down. That's what Peyton did all the time, right? It's just go down. I will say, Danny Pinter, every time on that offensive line, they were coming at him. They found the weak spot. They took advantage of it, and it showed.
You can't control what you don't see either, right? So he's fumbling off people coming from behind. He can't, unless somebody
I think it was a big communication thing, obviously, we need to find that with Ryan Kelly, where the blitz coming, where they lined up. Matt Ryan needs to be, a piece in that saying, hey, JT, this is where we need to block. This is what's going on. So I think that communication piece will come with time. Obviously, 3 games in, we say it's early, but every game counts, man. Every game counts.
JT in the screen a lot. Nyheim Hines in the fourth quarter, he was a screen dude, which was cool. Jonathan Taylor's presence in those last couple of drives was, it was good for the running, obviously, but minimal on a couple of the big plays, just because Nyheim Hines is the better catcher, we'll say. Again, haven't seen him in the slot, but however they're utilizing him, I'm okay with that. It's just they did something. I think Dan Orlovsky was the one commentating that football game, or Tony Romo was, excuse me.
Tony Romo did a damn good job.
But he said what you kind of commented on about Matt Ryan. And he's new, but that's not an excuse. He had a whole offseason. His checkdowns aren't there yet. Like to notify the offensive line of when he wants to kill something or switch on something. They look like deer in headlights.
And that's what I'm saying. I think that's like a communication thing that's going to come with time. That's going to be, a learning effort on both, the offensive line, but also JT and Matt Ryan. So, I mean, but what it did set up, the run game, play action pass. When they did not do play action pass, Matt Ryan had no time, no time at all. I mean, I think the amount of pressures like without play action was I can't pull that stat up, but I mean he had no time at all, right? So you nailed it on the head. They need to figure out that offensive, struggle and that offensive line, and then once that's tailored up, man, sheesh, sky's the limit, dude.
I mean, the Chiefs also have the 27th ranked defense, right?
Yeah.
So again, we kind of got away with murder this week, which I'm okay with. A win for our confidence is better. I don't like the hockey record that we have, but it is what it is.
Yep.
It's something I wouldn't say we hang our hat on it. I wouldn't want to get too boisterous about it either. A win is a win against the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes when he's not doing hot, he doesn't bounce back very easy in that same game. Now, next week, he may put up double the points, right?
Yeah.
But if you fluster him, he does have a hard time. And it seems like Travis Kelce did too. Like, it seems like all of their players, they got flustered, which is cool. That's a defensive thing.
Yeah.
Defense does win championships. I can agree to that, right?
Yeah.
Alec Pierce stepped up big. When I turned the game on after coming inside, he mossed that dude down the sideline. So he's making up for it.
Yep.
Matt Ryan doesn't fumble off the snap 2 times like he did against the Texans.
Texans, yeah.
Then he didn't fumble, I don't believe, last week, right?
Last week he fumbled twice. Not off the snap, though.
Which week did he fumble 4 times?
I think that was against the Jaguars.
Okay, excuse me then. So it's just now someone needs to work on his sticky fingers. You know what I mean?
And I think he's a little bit flustered, right? It's a learning curve, but you would expect a little bit more from a veteran, and Matt Ryan.
Up now, though, right? Like the Chiefs was a very hard win, but now Tennessee, if Kansas City was hot, we would have, I don't want to say been in deep water, but we wouldn't have been shallow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tennessee, we have the ability that we can play a short 20-17 game with them because, as far as I'm concerned, Ryan Tannehill is a very simple core. He's like a Joe Flacco, but slightly better.
They're going to run the clock out, right? Just like we did against the Chiefs. So you see a dominant team as the Chiefs are, and we take the ball out of Pat Mahomes' hands, and there it is, right? If you take it out of their hands and you run 8 minutes, 9 minutes off one drive, that's game. But you got to score. You got to produce. And that's what leads you to it, man. Jelani Woods, dog. Let's see how tall he is. I think he's
6'7".
I think he's like 6'7", man. 2 TDs, first, catch as a professional on the Colts, touchdown, man. If we bring him in the red zone on the 5-yard line on our own 10, and we simply just put out a, Mo Alley Cox, not as tall, but he's a big guy, and Jelani Woods, shit. That would be kick-ass.
Like his hands are a little better than Mo Alley Cox at this point. You know what I mean? About the same height, right?
Yeah. I mean, if you just toss it up to those guys, they're going to come down with it. I mean,
but mind you, they are tight ends. They're not receivers, right? So we need – Michael Pittman came up big, but we need the elusiveness. And Alec Pierce, again, tight ends.
I think Alec Pierce is going to bring that along with time, man, to be honest. Good. I mean, I think he had a recoup game. Obviously, week 2 he was out, but, him jumping back into it and, making some big plays. I mean, a lot of the rookies showed out. Jelani Woods, Alec Pierce, they had some big catches.
Nick Cross is a step up.
Yeah.
Nick Cross, he needs to get his name out there. He needs to start stepping up.
Yeah.
Isaiah Rodgers obviously still not getting any defensive snaps. Like that needs to change. Especially Gilmore. He's old. He's about 33, 34.
Yeah. Julian, I think he's like 32 or something like that.
Like that needs you can't rely on somebody like that for everything. So Shaq Leonard, I don't know when he's coming back. Obviously, at this point, we beat the Chiefs, so it's not like almost a dire need anymore.
Yeah.
However, we'll talk about that in a couple minutes, but they got this monster truck of a human being that we're playing next week. It'd be nice to have our Mike back in the game, you know?
Yeah, I was about to say he had a full day of practice, I think the past 2 days, 2 or 3 days
last
or
week
so.
too, before the Chiefs game though.
Yeah, I know, but he's kind of on that same path. So I'm, fingers crossed. I was hoping he'd be back during the home opener, but I think he's got a good potential to come back. And who stepped up big for him? Zaire Franklin. I mean, he had I think more tackles than he had last season, in a game last week. I mean, he stepped up, dude. I mean, big time. He was loud. He was energetic. I mean, you saw just a whole different dynamic when he's just on the sidelines hyping everybody up. I mean, there was energy on the sidelines and there was energy on the field, which is, that's all we can ask for.
I mean, then you keep him in there because if Derrick Henry runs head forward or head down into him, his back might be another situation. So if we want to skip to the 2 weeks from now, like keep Derrick Henry, that's like throwing him straight to the wolves, first game.
Hey, we got the 2 best running backs in the league, all in the same game next week. So I mean,
both have been performing. Derrick Henry only 85 yards last week, 1 touchdown on 20 carries, not much better than Jonathan Taylor. Tannehill 264, 1 interception, 1 touchdown.
I mean, I'm excited because their run defense is, I think, garbage, to be honest. Yeah.
But their secondary is a lot better with Byard and all those guys. Their linebacker core is good. Now, they don't have Taylor Llewellyn. Their left tackle is out, I believe it's right.
Mm-hmm. And that's where I'm at. So the defense, if they bring that same energy, that same amount of pressure next week, they might have a field day.
It's at home, right? For us?
I
thought it was.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, we're at home. So that's gonna be big. And I will say, hey, Colts Nation, the crowd was loud as hell against the Chiefs, and that showed. I mean, obviously you try to get a couple, little soft snaps, stuff like that, but false starts. You just try to get as much as you can, but having that home crowd, I think the Colts, they fed off of that. They fed off the energy, and it was, it was nice to see, man.
As
finally.
Your dad would say, your dad's always big, and he always talked about the Colts way. We can't fall back. I mean, it seems like that's just the culture we have, right? Like we can't. Fourth quarter comebacks. Now Matt Ryan, I believe, has the most in the NFL since X amount of years since he's been in. And just beat the tie with Matt Stafford.
Yeah,
but like again, your dad's not wrong, right? Like it's you. There's going to come a point in time where you have to have a lead, keep the lead, and extend that lead. Playing catch up, we got away with a lot of breaks. God was on our side Sunday. Missed field goals, missed touchdown catches by Travis Kelce, right?
Missed field goals, 4th and 10. Yeah, 4th and 10. Unsportsmanlike. That's the only reason we won the game. I mean, they were running off the field like, hey, we won. Oh, flag, sir. So
exactly my point, right? So, like, again, we can't allow that to be a thing. We need to set our own pace, our own tempo, and stuff like that.
And then if you look at last season, though, Carson Wentz and we would get ahead by 25 and still can't close, right? We'd be celebrating, hoorah, Monday Night Football against the Ravens. We were up.
Remember we used to play football in the street at your house?
Yeah.
That's what Carson Wentz plays like.
Yeah. As we know.
Go deep and try to toe tap in the back of the end zone. And if I don't get you there, dude, we'll worry about it next time.
Yeah. I mean, like the amount of in the power rankings and stuff, how fast they've fallen down.
Hey, we're
24, 23 or something like that,
23.
I don't know how the Titans are, as high as they are, but whatever. So
they were the AFC favorites this year, right? I think, or
no, I think we were at the beginning of the season, but
for the South, you mean?
Yeah.
I thought they still had us below the Titans, but I mean Jacksonville's there now, so
yeah. Hey, Jacksonville looks nice. I mean, look at the recap here. I would say probably the best game. Obviously the Bills and Miami. That was a nail biter. I love the video. I wish I could pull it up real quick, but the video of the offensive coordinator in the booth.
Ken Dorsey, ex-Miami quarterback,
destroying his Microsoft Surface.
Did he ever say on the post press conference what it was that he was mad about?
You see the score right there?
No, but he was mad. I think that happened after a certain playoff. I didn't think it was after.
That was at the end of the game when they couldn't clock the ball to stop the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they just ran out of time, man.
Well, McKenzie cut in rather than just running straight.
Exactly. He shouldn't have ran out. I mean, he shouldn't have ran out. He should have definitely went down the field. And I think that's probably why
he ran down the field. He should have just ran straight for the sideline because they never had a chance to spike the ball afterwards.
True.
You know what I mean? And
that could have very well been it.
Boot a 70-yarder. What do you got to lose? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like a gamer, win or loss. Win or loss, go for it. I mean, there was a lot of good games. Who surprised you the most out of this? Hey, shout out, hey, look at the bottom here, everybody. Right here. I'm one game up on Hayden here. So
it's because of the Eagles. This week, I will not be emotional when I bet. I'll tell you that.
You went Carson Wentz on that. That's crazy to me.
I mean, I didn't pick Carson Wentz. I picked the Commanders. I just didn't pick the Eagles, but I did not pick the Commanders either.
Yeah, well, hey, we'll see what you do this week. But I mean,
go down the list, bro. Mitchell Trubisky, bench him.
Yeah, he's horrible. Put in the guy. Put in the rookie. Let him roll. Let him roll, man. Gloves and all. Let him roll.
Yeah, because shout out Jacoby Brissett though, right?
I'm so pissed I didn't start the tight end. Was it
David Njoku?
Yeah, Njoku. I didn't start him, and I had 28 points on the bench. I'm like, God damn.
But Texans are right there like the Lions were. They're like the Lions have been the past couple of years, which kind of seems like they're going back to it. They're hanging on. They're not getting blown out anymore.
Exactly. They're not getting blown out 0-40. I mean, they look all right, but at the bottom of the list for the AFC South. I mean,
not saying much though.
Not saying much at the end of the day. I think we're worse than the NFC East. I think it was last year. I think they had the worst, combined record between, the four teams. But Raiders, Titans. Raiders,
something needs to happen. I don't know what's going on with the Raiders. The run game seems like it's not quite there.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I think, Derek Carr and Devontae Adams would have a bigger, presence together, but I think that's just going to come with time. I mean, they're definitely going to be a wild card contender.
They're 0-3, so they can't really lose.
That's where I'm at, right? I mean, they got to figure something out, and I think they're going to have a bounce back week. But we'll see. Colts, 2017, baby, that's big. It's so big. I tweeted out a couple of days ago, hey, the Bills might not ever lose a game. And here we are.
They look really good against the Titans. God. But this is why I think this is where the rigged part comes in. Because I had a prop bet. Josh Allen had to hit 325 passing yards. Smoked that. 29 completions. Smoked that. All I needed was one more touchdown and the Bills win. And before Miami did that butt punt, Buffalo was in the red zone for a very long time.
Yeah.
And they ran the ball and they threw some stupid passes. And they shorted me $573. I ain't having it. All right.
Yeah, not having it, man. I didn't throw any money on the Bills game, but it was kind of shocking. And Tua, they said that's a back injury. I'm like, the man's walking around with CTE right now. Like,
no, Stephon Diggs got banged up.
Stephon Diggs got banged up late in the game. Yeah. Wasn't it late in the game or was it early?
I think it was like the middle, to be honest with you. But both of those people, I'm sorry, it was late in the game. But I think they said he was getting banged up all game long, but the injuries started to happen.
Yeah. And my thing was Miami, like the guy, Tua banged his head, tried to get up, like shaking it off, right? Shaking it off. And he started walking, completely went limp. And here's the NFL trying to, CTE, like we're watching everybody. And he came back in the game. I was not expecting that at all.
Yeah, no, that's not how that should have been. But.
So Lions, I don't know. I didn't really watch into any of this game, but Vikings came out on top.
Vikings just have a better team, like in general, right? The Lions they're missing like maybe one more piece.
Yeah, and Dalvin Cook going down, that's going to be kind of.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, so he went down. I think might be out. He's day to day, but I don't know if he's on my fantasy team. That's the only reason I know.
That dude's too injury prone now. His career is going to be cut short.
Yeah, I mean. Running backs, man, short lifespan in the NFL.
I don't know how Derrick Henry's still in the NFL. He runs directly vertical.
Yeah, 240, 280.
Yeah, right.
He's massive. Eagles look nice. Bengals had a bounce back, beating the Jets. Not really saying much. Zach Wilson coming back this week.
Not gonna make a difference.
I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid, but I'm telling you, Joe Flacco is not going to let him get that job easy.
Hey, what was Jameis Winston's freak out about on the sidelines? Did you see that?
I don't know. I didn't see much on that, but I think today they came out and said there's Andy Dalton, and they could be like a little quarterback competition or something.
Andy Dalton.
Hey, I mean, both of them, man.
Well, that's the case. I need to get him off my fantasy team because he gave me 51 points, but it was looking rough in the first. What's that YouTube video? They had us in the first half. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Oh man.
But good for Baker. Did Baker play or no?
Baker played. Yeah, Baker's playing. Finally, right? I mean,
was Cam Newton not on that team anymore?
No. Cam Newton's a free agent. Yeah, but hey, right here, man, Jaguars. Sheesh, I don't care Herbert with ribs or not. I mean, Doug Peterson's got them stirring up some game.
Trevor Lawrence is the real deal. Christian Kirk, the wide receiver, big pickup.
Yeah, he's starting to get his money's worth. They're starting to get their money's worth of him. What was it, like 70 million or something?
Christian Kirk?
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, they had Marvin Jones Jr. already. They have Travis Etienne or whatever. The rookie, and then they had James Robinson. So their skill positions are good. Their defense has always been slightly solid. They just could never score.
Yeah, and it looks like they're starting to click. But we'll see. Hey,
let's hope it's the Jaguars. You know what I mean? Let's just hope it's the Jaguars.
I just hope it's not, right? LA Cardinals. I didn't watch really much of this game.
Cardinals fell off, man. I didn't really watch much of it either, but the Rams defense.
Didn't AJ Green or something go down?
AJ Green probably should have retired 3 years ago.
Yeah. I had Hollywood Brown on the team. He balled out, so I think AJ Green went out. Mac Jones, he's hurt. Ankle. He's day-to-day. So
Mark Andrews, 2 tutties, hooked your boy up with a win.
He's a beast. He is so good. It's impressive to
watch.
That's what
tight ends I miss, right? As good of a tight end as Travis Kelce is, his blocking is par at best.
Mm-hmm.
He's a receiver, glorified receiver, or like a bigger receiver. George Kittle, Mark Andrews, they actually block. David Njoku and the Browns, they actually block, right? Travis Kelce doesn't do much on the line blocking.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why I respect Kittle, and I know he's always hurt, but Mark Andrews isn't hurt, luckily enough.
Stays hurt, yeah. Kittle stays hurt, to be honest.
But he's a beast when he's in.
Dog. I mean, he would get 3 touchdowns in one game last season. I mean, they're kind of.
He was banged up last year, season before that.
Okay, yeah. They're flowing in Baltimore, man. Lamar's contract is getting a little bit more and more expensive.
So. I don't get. I mean, again, that's a different topic, man. You take the 200 or whatever, you shut up. Deshaun Watson ruined it for everybody because all of this is guaranteed.
It's all about guaranteed money. I think Lamar, that's what he's looking for, right? I mean, he's obviously looking for Deshaun money, and they're like, okay, you could twist an ACL in one game because you run so much, but I don't know. Mariota, Seahawks are trash.
Yeah, we called that. That was good.
Called that.
I almost put a parlay on them, and somebody at the cigar bar was like, "Oh, it's the Falcon." And I should have, but and Mariota wasn't a bad quarterback for some time in Tennessee, right?
Yeah, he won a Heisman. They're saying he's a Heisman bust, but I'm like, he's not that bad.
No,
he's not like Manziel bust.
He wasn't good for the Tennessee system.
Yeah, I would agree with that. He's they just handed
once they had Derrick Henry because he can be a running quarterback. Derrick Henry just is the word run. That's just him.
Is King Derrick Henry, but JT's coming for it. Green Bay
called that.
Yeah, Tampa Bay had a lot of injuries.
Tom Brady's time needs to be over. I'm gonna say it every year until he's in the ground.
Yeah, you'll say it until the day you die.
Until the day I die, and he'll probably be dead after me.
Yeah.
So Tom he needs to go away.
Yeah. San Francisco, Garoppolo. I did the highlight wrong here. Yeah,
that was surprising to me. Denver. I'm glad Russell Wilson did something in Denver, obviously, right? But something about San Fran wasn't clicking like what I thought it would with Jimmy G.
Yeah,
Jimmy G's like that. They're like later in the year, watch, he'll be a stud. But now, it's like he doesn't care.
Yeah, and you saw Dan Orlovsky. He's like, man, I'm finally not the only one that ran out of the back of the end zone.
His was a lot worse, though. His was
way worse.
A lot worse.
He was running for his life. He was literally
Jared
running for
Allen,
his
dude.
life. Yeah, coming after him. Dallas getting
Knocker again.
a big dub. I mean,
Danielle Jones is they need to start not thinking he's the one.
yeah. I mean, was it 4 years now? He's been there. It's
Yeah,
like,
but I think because he came from Duke, right, and then his quarterback coach or his coach is the same guy for the Mannings, what they train with every offseason. Like, so maybe Eli and Peyton have some say or like some fluff to that.
yeah.
But he ain't the one, man. As good as a skilled player, like his arm may be. Dude, I mean, he could run too.
You're not an Eli or Peyton Manning.
Well, his rookie season wasn't bad, right? That's what they're hanging their hat on. But maybe their line isn't what it is. But Saquon is not doing too bad.
Mm. I mean, they got that new rookie. Was it rookie guard? I think it is.
Yeah, but you let a third string quarterback on the Cowboys, kind of.
Yeah.
Is he third? Right? He's third.
Yeah, he's a third. Was it Cooper Rush or what's his name?
Cooper Rush. If he calls him.
Yeah, Cooper Rush. But I mean, it was all good. I mean, it wasn't week 1, week 2 ball, but Colts came out with a dub. You got to be hyped. A lot of there wasn't too many upsets. But let's see what we got for next week. I'm up one game. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, Watts, I'm gonna take it this week, dude. I'm taking it this week.
All right, let's see what we got. Let's jump into it, man.
You got to send me your picks too for the next 2 weeks, and that we'll tally those up.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm going out of town. I'm going to Europe, celebrating the first wedding anniversary with a lady. So
it's already been a year.
It's already been a year, man.
Crazy.
So we're excited. So I'm actually gonna be out 2 Sundays. So I'll be coming back Monday, the 10th of October. So Hayden's gonna take it over, give you all some content for that. But yeah, man, I'm stoked on it. But I got to find a way in Italy to stream something. If I can stream it on the phone. If anybody's got a tip or trick to
Nah, bro, you're on vacation, man. You enjoy your vacation.
You got to enjoy the Colts winning, though. You know.
Yeah.
So
yes, that's a 8-hour time difference, 7-hour time difference.
Yeah, I'll wake up in the middle of the night. I don't care. Screw it. So yeah, you'll take it over, man. But yeah, I'll give you my picks for before I leave Friday, and we'll tally them up. If injuries happen, though, I get some little bit of.
Hey, remember, there's this is Jersey on the line. There's no more Justin Herbert talk.
All right. That's fair. So, hey, we'll go line by line. You want to start it off?
Bengals with the upset. And I'm always saying this because I'm going to contradict myself. I don't know if Tua is playing.
Yeah,
but
I'm with that.
I'm not taking that chance.
I'm with the Bengals on this. They got the white color rush jerseys. A lot of hype around that, but I think they're going to be feeling good, looking good, and I think they're going to come out balling. Prime time, Joe Burrow. I don't know if I'm taking the over. I might take the under on that, but I think Joey B is going to show out.
Yeah, I think Bengals will cover 3.5, but the over-under, we'll see. Who knows?
Well, we shall see. So, Vikings, Saints. Yeesh.
In New Orleans?
I think so. Let me look now. I think they're in New Orleans. Let's see. Yeah, they're in New Orleans.
Vikings. Even with no Dalvin Cook, I got to go Vikings.
Actually, are they playing in England?
Ooh. I just can't trust Jameis Winston, man. Kirk Cousins can throw the ball.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going Vikings on this with or without Dalvin Cook.
I'll just say Saints, man. Just to I'm going Vikings because I did not like the Saints last weekend. They let the Panthers, bro. No,
I think the Vikings are going to show out. Like I said, Kurt, he sucks on Monday night or whatever the primetime stat is, but this is primetime Europe. So
hey, you'll be out there. Hey, you'll be out there, right?
You're gonna take the train over, catch a game. But I like the Vikings on this. I think they're definitely going to cover the spread. I don't know about the over/under. But yeah, Vikings all in. You're in on the Vikings?
Yeah, I don't know if they'll cover the over/under, but they'll cover the spread. Over/under, it depends how the Saints play for that.
Yeah.
Mariota. We might differ here. Kareem Hunt hadn't been doing much, I feel like, besides the first week. Nick Chubb is obviously a silent killer, by the way. A silent stud. I'm going to Atlanta, dude. I'm going to go Atlanta on the limb.
Atlanta, huh? I don't know if I can get behind that. Let me see where they're playing. They're playing in Atlanta.
I might drive to that one.
Yeah, can the Browns do it back to back? I might go Browns on this.
Cordell Patterson, still a stud in fantasy.
Yeah, still a stud in fantasy, and they gave him crap after the first 2 weeks. They're like, this isn't fantasy football. Here he is showing out last week. I'm gonna go with the Browns though. I might go with the Browns. Well, that'll be our difference.
All right,
that might be a big game
this
for
one.
us.
This game coming up. What in the hell do you do for this?
Biggest rival.
Well, no, Eagles Cowboys is probably way bigger.
Eagles Cowboys, but this is like the known one, I should say.
Boring.
I'm telling you, it's boring, but I'm going Commanders.
Oh, I'm going Cowboys.
All right, there it is. I'm going Commanders on that. I think
CeeDee Lamb's back.
CeeDee Lamb's back. Had a big drop pass though. He should have had.
Don't shoot me down right now.
All right,
you betting on Carson Wentz like I did last week?
Yep. Hey, we'll see. Carson Wentz, like I said before, football god 1 week. Next week you can't play the CFL. So I'm going Commanders on that. Seahawks, Lions.
Give my Lions a dub. Give my Lions a dub.
I like the Lions in that. I like the Lions.
Yeah, give them a dub.
You think they're going to cover though? I think it'll be under for 48.
I think it'll be under for both.
Yeah, I think under for both, but we'll go Lions. You know what we're picking here. We did it last week. Should we pick against them again? Yeah, should we pick against them, this week so they actually get the dub? I don't know if I
don't
can.
believe in hoaxes and jinxes and all that stuff. Yeah. I'm going Colts by a mile, baby.
Yeah, I'm going Colts over 42.5. Let's go. Let's go.
If they right now, man, if we get swamped, we're betting against them the rest of the year.
Yeah,
everything I just said, I'm deleting this podcast and we're gonna start.
We have to bet against them, and Pops can't watch the game.
Yeah,
because he wasn't tuned in, and here we are with a dub against the Chiefs. So we're both going Colts here. We're saying over 42.5. Bears against the Giants. Boring game.
I think Daniel Jones is in his head now. Justin Fields has been playing all right, dude. I'm going Bears.
I might go Giants here. They're playing in New York. I think I have to go Giants. I know the guy with his painted face put all that effort in and they lost, but I think Giants here. Look, a little short week. Yeah, let's go Giants. Who are you going to pick on this next one?
Oh. Dude,
get over yourself and pick the Eagles. Get over yourself.
The Eagles cornerbacks, Darius Slay and I think Bradbury, they're
baller
corners in the leagues.
Baller.
But Doug Peterson, where's it at?
Against his old team.
Where is it at though?
It's in Philly. Go ahead. Get over yourself. Jersey on the line.
I'll never fold. Jacksonville by mile.
Oh my gosh, you're crazy. You're crazy. I gotta go Eagles on this.
Trevor Lawrence, aka Sonny from Remember the Titans, is coming up big.
Hey, Doug Peterson's got a statue out front. He might come in there and show. It's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a good game, but I gotta go Eagles on this. I gotta go Eagles.
There's no way. Jalen Hurts on that defense. Jalen Hurts is gonna meet Josh Allen. Oh my.
Get dogged. I mean, we saw what he did. I mean, Josh Allen's a freak. Next game, pretty boring. Jets and Steelers.
If they start Kenny Pickett, I'll go Steelers. I guess there's no stipulations, like we said. All right, dude. You know what? Jets.
Zach Wilson's coming in.
I'm taking the Steelers.
Yeah, we got to go Steelers there.
My mom's side of the family is all Steelers fans. I can't let them down.
All right. Here's another bit. Here's a pretty big one here. Bills, Ravens. I'll let you go first.
Bills last week had 3 defensive players out, and they started 3 rookies.
Mm-hmm.
I think Bayer or Bird is out for the year, right?
Yep. He's out for the season-ending captain.
Stephon Diggs, any injuries on him? Any updates on him?
I think he's playing.
I don't
playing in
know.
Baltimore.
Do the Bills want to bounce back week? Because Baltimore is rolling. I don't know if they can score with Buffalo. If Buffalo, you take this one. Let me hear what you.
I'm going Ravens. I'm going the over 51. That's a lot of points. I'm going Ravens for sure. That injured secondary, they're going to start finding some schemes at work. Lamar Jackson's on
Von
fire.
Miller, Greg Rousseau, those dudes on the edge of Buffalo.
Yeah.
Get it done. And Josh Allen is still Josh Allen. The Ravens defense can be able to stop that. They gave 20 points to Mac Jones.
Who you got?
Dude, I'm going to go. My heart says Ravens, but I'm going Buffalo.
That's a good pick. I mean, it's a tough game. It's a tough game to pick.
What
are you doing spread-wise? You going 3 or are you going over?
It's going to be under, but Buffalo will win by more than 3.
All right. So that's going to be a good game. I'm expecting a lot from that. But Ravens-Bills, there's our separation there. There's another one. We got a lot this week. We're not picking the same ones. We're going risky here. Houston Chargers.
I so badly want to say upset alert because I think Houston is due for one.
But it's the Texans.
But the problem is, Keenan Allen, where's he been? Is he out?
No, he's in.
I have Mike Williams on my fantasy. I had him last year.
He's been pretty clutch. Let's see what he's got.
Last week he only had 8 points. He had 1 touchdown. That was it. Right. So he's hit or miss. If he's hot, then they're going to blow him out. But
yeah, he's coming.
Chargers.
I'm going Chargers. Yeah, I'm going Chargers on that. I can't pick the Texans.
No.
Cannot pick the Texans.
Chargers would be I'm going to go over, though. Chargers will be over, and they'll clear 5.5.
Yeah, I think they'll cover the spread at 5.5. Yeah, I like that. Let's go Chargers on that. Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray.
Arizona, right?
Let's see what they're playing.
Playing
in Carolina.
I'm going Arizona.
Arizona, definitely. I would agree with you on that. I think they might go under 42.5.
Yes, and then Arizona will clear at 4.5.
Yeah. Okay. All right, we got in Lambeau against the Patriots. I'm going Pack here. Mac Jones, not really sure.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Packers for sure.
Packers. All right. Russell Wilson and the Raiders.
Raiders are getting their first victory.
Playing in LA. I said it earlier. I think they're going to have a bounce back game. They need to win one at home. Late afternoon game. I'm going Raiders as well. I think it might go over 45.5. But I know they will cover the 2.5 spread.
I mean, Broncos offense doesn't look like they can score much, but no, I'll give them the under. And then
okay.
Raiders will. I'll give it the under on 2.5 too.
All right, close game. I mean, both going Raiders there, right?
Yeah.
All right. Chiefs, Bucks.
Chiefs with a bounce back.
Chiefs with a bounce back, and I think they're going to go over the 45.5.
Yes.
Gotta go.
Super Bowl rematch.
Yeah, they're coming hungry. I agree with that. Lost to the Colts. Gotta bounce back. And I think they still have injuries on the Bucs side as well.
It didn't matter if they were 100% healthy. Andy Reid ain't doing that twice.
Gotcha. I like that. Hey.
Yeah, he ain't doing that twice.
And Sunday night, LA Rams, 49ers.
Matt Stafford ain't been looking that hot.
I was about to say this is a tough one. Prime time in LA. I mean, I do not know on this one, to be honest. I want to say LA just because they will be in. I mean, they're actually in San Fran.
I was gonna go San Fran. I'm gonna go San Fran and
Levi Stadium. I got to go LA with the upset at home, prime time.
I don't know, it's an upset.
I just don't know who to start, Cam Akers or Henderson. I have them on the same team because week one, Akers didn't have any carries. Yeah. And then the following week, Akers had all the carries.
I wish more people would do like fantasy where you pick up players for that week. You know what I mean? I wish it was like fantasy was a flush every week and you had a
DraftKings, bro.
Nah, I can't get that here in Mississippi. They don't have it.
Oh man, dude. DraftKings is we do a weekly $5 fantasy, and you just pick from a weekly basis.
No, I got some website that's not authorized for internet words, but yeah, no, I'm good. I get my sports betting in. Don't you worry.
Oh, I know you do. I know you do. But hey, we got some exciting stuff coming. I know you'll be taking over the channel for the next 2 Sundays or so. So keep a lookout for that. I'll give you all obviously the login and stuff like that. But I do want to give a shout out to everybody. I hit 100 followers here, man. I'm kind of hype on that. Had a lot of help along the way. So, appreciate it. Much love. Give it some, give it a follow. Give the Toss and Horseshoes a follow as well. And eventually
like and subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Yeah, like and subscribe, man. Put that alert on, and we'll keep posting some stuff for you all, man. This is what keeps us going. You all. All right. So I'll be gone. I hope this channel still's floating when I get back from having 2 weeks off. But I know Hayden's got it in good hands. So I know he's got some exciting stuff coming. But till next time, we got Titans this week. So let's get it. Peace out, Colts Nation.